Hi, this is Scott Bogren, Director of Communications for the Community Transportation Association of America, and it is Monday, April 2nd, and I'm here to give you an update on what's happening in Washington legislatively, particularly on the surface transportation front. Last Thursday, the House voted 266 to 188 to extend Safety Lou another 90 days, which carries the Senate followed up and passed that by unanimous consent. It was signed by the President. Takes us through the end of June in terms of the current extension of Safety Lou. There was some pretty heated debate between the Republicans and Democrats in the House on several occasions last week, on Tuesday and then again on Thursday. The Democrats were very much pushing the bipartisan Senate bill, S 1813, which you can see on our website. Just click on Reauthorization Central. The Senate bill was certainly preferred by the Democrats, and the Democrats were really seeking to have that introduced and then with an up or down vote on the floor. But the Republicans did not allow the Senate version of the bill, even though there was some discussion early on that that may happen. They did not allow that to come to the floor, and so we are left with a 90-day extension, and not a 60-day, and certainly not a 30-day. Both of those two options were discussed, but there really wasn't enough working days for the House within those 30 and 60-day extensions to allow the amount of work that would need to get done for them to both pass a bill on the floor and then move through to conference. So that's kind of where we are right now. As well, before they left for the holiday break, a 2-week district work period for the House, the House also passed the Ryan budget, which effectively cuts surface transportation investment somewhere in the range of 40%. So what are we looking at now? We've got a 90-day extension. What does that mean? What does that do? Which, if you're asking that question, it's a good question. I think what we've seen is a lack of the ability for the House leadership on the Republican side to get together and have that 218 votes in order to pass things. And as time has moved on, they seemed less interested in necessarily passing something. The Senate bill that passed 74-22 now 2.5 weeks ago sits out there, and in some ways, because it's an 18-month bill, every extension kind of cuts into its length and makes the Senate bill a little stale, I would say. And it's a concern for many of us who are following this, because you start to get not an 18-month, but a 16-month or a 15-month, and then if you can't get something done by the end of June, then you're talking maybe even a 1-year reauthorization, which I don't think anybody is looking for, and which kind of flies in the face of what many in our industry are talking about in terms of a long-term, stable bill with proper funding. So we're still into all of those issues, and I don't think we've really resolved them very much. It's an extension until the end of June. At that point, the decision will likely be made to either accept something or compromise, or push until after the elections, which would be the first week of November. I don't think you're going to see another extension for 30 days. It will be a longer one at the end of June if we hit that. That's our 9th extension of Safety Lou, which is a lot, but hey, the FAA was into the 20s on its extension, so certainly not unheard of. So as we head into what for CTA is our expo season, this level of uncertainty and some of the concerns that many of you likely have about where we're headed with reauthorization and the budget and how all these things impact the service you provide is going to be a real focus of some of the information that we provide at Expo. The workshops, some of the general sessions are going to focus on this issue and not just tell you what's going on, which we certainly will, but as important, probably more important, try to provide you with some new tools to deal with this situation that we've been working on for a number of months now, that we're going to introduce in and around the expo season. Ways for you to ideally stretch your federal dollars, become as lean, but providing as much service as you can, and try to help you with what are there's no nice way of saying it, very challenging times. So look for that from us in the future. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at Bogren, B-O-G-R-E-N, at ctaa.org. Follow my Twitter feed, which the handle is CTMag1, which we're always updating with legislative stuff. Or give me a call. You know, the old-fashioned phone works too, 202-247-1921. Thank you. Have a great week, and I'll be talking to you soon.